What if I told you there were 62 million Amazon shoppers outside the US looking to buy your product? And what if you could test exactly how those international consumers would react and respond to your listings and products before even spending $1 on inventory, marketing, or advertising? Wouldn't that be great? What's going on, everybody? John Aspinall, brand evangelist here at PickFu. And today I'm going to show you how you could successfully expand your Amazon business right now globally using consumer research that prevents very costly mistakes. If you're not familiar with PickFu, you should be. We're an online testing platform that lets you get instant feedback on your product ideas, images, listings, concepts, but not just feedback from real people who match your target audience for your product and business. In just minutes, you get data-driven decisions instead of relying on gut feeling or instinct or, that kind of guesswork we all hate to do. Let's dive in. Amazon operates in 19 different country-specific websites beyond the US, reaching over 2 billion monthly visitors. While 80% of Amazon's 310 million active customers are in the United States, that still leaves 62 million users globally, representing a massive opportunity. Whether you're a seller based in the US looking to expand abroad or an international seller wanting to enter new markets, including the US, Amazon's global infrastructure makes it possible. But success requires more than just setting up a new marketplace account. You can see here, there's so many countries that Amazon is in that you wouldn't even think of. And if you're selling in the US right now, this could be areas of opportunity for you to expand into. Expanding internationally offers several advantages. There's less competition. So if you think that you're selling in the US and you're fighting with a million different people, try another country. So many categories have fewer listings in the markets outside the US. For example, there are over 7,000 baby monitors on Amazon.com, but only 2,000 on Amazon Australia. Maybe it's time to go down under. Diversification. So selling across hemispheres can balance seasonal fluctuations and protect against regional economic turndowns. So you can see over here, we have sunscreen. Depending on where you're located, it might be your off season in the US, but it might be peak season year round in other areas of the world. Think of your peak season just all the time. Wouldn't that be great? International branding. You want to be able to build a presence across multiple marketplaces because it increases credibility and recognition. But the question is, how do you ensure your products will connect with those audiences? So you want to be the dog leash across the globe. But do you know what dog owners in Egypt want? Do you know what dog owners in Mexico want? Any of these countries, do you know what they want? You don't know. So you need to have that data in order to build that global empire. Expanding to new markets is not just about listing your products there. It's about tailoring your approach for each unique region's characteristics. With everything going on in the Amazon space today, tariffs, who knows what it's going to be tomorrow. It's very, very difficult for a lot of people that are selling in the US that are importing from places like China. So expanding outside the US might be a good idea right now to expand your horizons, because you never know. The person in Japan might be wanting to buy that product that you have, or the person in Italy, or the person in Germany, or the person. So many different Amazon sites out there where people are willing to purchase, and you just have to get there, but you have to get there the right way. Unique characteristics like different holidays, different events, government regulations, imposed restrictions, cultural preferences and buying habits. It's all different in every single country. Language nuances that go beyond simple translation. Getting these wrong could be costly. That's why testing your products, listing, and branding with actual consumers from those regions is critical before you even attempt to go there. And that's what PickFu enables you to do. Have those smart decisions before you go there. And it all starts with PickFu. So let me walk you through a 3-step validation process using PickFu that will dramatically increase your chances of success when expanding globally. First, test different product titles to see what resonates in different markets. In this example right here, we tested 2 product titles for a dog life jacket with panels in both the US and Japan. So you can see right here in this one, this is the US one. And we asked, if you were shopping for a dog life jacket, which Amazon listing title would give you the most confidence in product brand quality and why? So we have this one here and this one here. And this one was the winner. Now when we went over to this one, it almost looks like the exact same one, but if you notice here, it's 15 Japan-based respondents. So the question actually gets translated. So the respondents for this poll didn't see this, they saw this. They saw all of this in their native language. So it's easier for them to understand the nuances and the cadences versus trying to have to read something that's not natural to them. So you could see here, this was the clear winner. So it's good in the US and in Japan. So this is a green light. This is great. So while both American and Japanese consumers preferred option A, their reasons differed significantly. US respondents focused on detail and brand trustworthiness, while Japanese consumers highlighted specific features as more appealing. Interesting. So it's still the winner, but for different reasons. PickFu's automatic translation feature makes this process seamless, asking questions in the respondent's native language and translating their feedback back to English for you. So you don't have to open up AI or ChatGPT here. We do it all for you. Next, we ran a star rating test asking panels to rate product images from our Amazon listing. So you can see right here, this is the US one asking, how would you rate this product image for a dog life jacket? What would you improve about it? This one got a 3.9 from the images right here for the US audience. And for the Japanese audience, this got a 3.5, so it varied a little bit. The feedback from Japanese consumers revealed important insights. They wanted to see the dog life jacket actually floating in water and recommended showing a greater variety of dog breeds to better understand sizing. That is what is important to them when they're making purchases. This kind of feedback helps you adapt your visual content for each market before launching, preventing costly mistakes. So remember, what worked in the US might not work in other markets, and you want to be able to adapt with your same product. Finally, we conducted a click test to see which product listing consumers would choose in search results. So you can see right here, if you're shopping on Amazon for a dog life jacket, which one would you click on and why? Every little dot over here is the little heat map marker. So the more that are clicked, you'll see more of the colors over here, and they're actually clicking where it resonates. So clicking on the title, clicking on the product, clicking on the dog, clicking on price, clicking on reviews. The results revealed striking differences. US consumers preferred the red life jacket on the Doberman, which is this one right here, while the Japanese consumers didn't click on that image at all. Instead responded to cuter, softer images. The pinks, the very happy dog, the smaller dog, the purples, not so much the Doberman. This demonstrates how critical it is to adjust your listings for each market's unique preferences. What works in one region might completely miss the mark on the other, as you can see right here. Beyond these three core tests, PickFu offers a ton of templates, specifically designed for Amazon sellers looking to expand globally. Amazon main image test to make sure you're getting the right main image for all those different marketplaces, because in Japan, they might like to click on something that looks a little bit different as far as merchandising goes than they do in Italy, than they do in the UK, it's all different. So it really, really matters. Amazon page review polls to audit your entire listing. Amazon competitor test, because you really want to know how you stack up against local competition. In the US, there's made in the US, but maybe in Germany, there's made in Germany. And are the consumers in Germany really caring about your product that's coming from maybe China, or are they preferring the one made in Germany? Well, you won't know until you run these tests. Product variant test to see which version appeals to the consumers in the local area. So you might have blue, green, red, orange, and the orange hasn't been doing it here, but hey, in Australia, they may be loving orange and you keep making millions, but you would never know unless you test. PickFu's built-in consumer panels spanning multiple countries makes it super easy to get the feedback that you need without the complexity of actually getting international testers, local people. Save yourself the trouble, just go directly to the consumers. Expanding your Amazon business represents a huge, huge opportunity of growth, but success depends on understanding and adapting to those specific, unique areas that you're expanding into. With PickFu, you're able to test all of those messaging, images, product ideas, concept, colors, variations, everything that you want to bring outside the US that you're currently selling now out into the world. You can test it to make sure that it's actually being well received. It's very expensive to send inventory from the US to another country or vice versa. So you don't want to make those very costly mistakes. To start your successful Amazon global expansion, sign up for your PickFu account today at PickFu.com. I put that link along with all the other template links that we talked about in this video in the description below. If you found this helpful, like, comment, subscribe, and share with other Amazon sellers and brands that are looking to expand globally. And feel free to drop a question in the comments if you have any questions about expanding globally, other countries, respondents, tips, tricks, anything like that. Our team is ready to rock and roll in the comments and give you all the information you need to keep on testing before investing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.